All right, everyone, day 2 here on the account. We made a really great bit of progress. We have like 5 Warframes cooking. I have a bunch of weapons cooking up. We have Umbra already maxed out, ready to go. I also have the Loki cooking, the Wukong, the Daggerith everyone gets for free this weekend, and also Rhino. So as of recording this video, I actually have like 25 or 30 minutes left on Rhino, so he actually didn't get any use. So all this was with Mag. So if you're new to the game, I would recommend that you use Mag and the Broken War along with the Spore Lacer. That's what I ran all the way so far up to New War, basically. I just have to do like the intro to New War and things like that. I won't stream or like record the whole New War because that takes like 6.5 hours, but I will put like I've kind of done here with the highlight videos. I feel like most players that have played Warframe kind of know, and I don't want to spoil it for anyone who doesn't. So that's kind of like, I thought I'd just kind of look over some of the things I've done, some of the highlights, and as we get into the actual gameplay, after we get out of the quest and the storyline, then I'll kind of make longer videos on like my builds and my weapons. Mag is just bare bones, like continuity and stretch and reach, and of course, everyone gets the Broken War. I'm actually trying to find War and Hate. I ran into Stalker yesterday and I was unable to get Hate. I got Dread. So when we get to the MR to get that, and then we'll have that. And then, of course, in the New War, you get the bow as well. So we'll be using that. A lot of the free stuff you get early on is really good. I know a lot of people doesn't necessarily understand, like newer players don't understand how much good gear we get early on. But since I've already played, my goal is just to try to get through all this as quick as I can to get to the MR grind, because I know that's what takes a long time. Here we went with Zenurik, the energy school. I was thinking about Matter-Eye for the Eidolons, but I can always just buy a lens with the platinum, and I'm going to probably make a frame for each school just to kind of start leveling up. And then I think you can still use like the Eidolons to cap out unlimited focus schools anyway. So we'll go ahead and I'll probably make a guide on that as well. We did the couple of quests that we had to do here with Teshin and the sisters. It's a pretty good story. Like, honestly, for a free game, they have so many good stories. The ability to just get this all for free is just still mind-blowing, even after every update. Like, they just had an update 2 months ago. They're having another update in about a month and a half. So we get through that. And then my big thing in the upcoming videos is to try to get Loki and Wukong. I need Wukong because I want to start farming up the corrupted vault or the corrupted mons. So I feel like because I don't have Titania yet, Titania Prime and Korra Prime will definitely be the 2 primes that I go for first, and then Volt Prime, so I can start farming up the Eidolons. And those 3 will just literally carry you through the whole game. My Karma, I just kind of went half and half this playthrough. Didn't go good and didn't go bad. I just kind of went half and half. I don't know which storyline like you guys are going through, but let me know down in the comments for you, like the good side, the light side, the dark side. I just wanted to go half and half. I think on my main, I went all light side. If I do this again and maybe like streaming or whatever, I might go like on the dark side. But that's kind of also one of the things I like about this game is you can just, it's something different every time. So every time you play, you're going to get something different. You might get a different shard or a different sculpture or a different, like, you're not going to get the same thing twice when you play through. So that's kind of cool as well. But yeah, we're pushing through. I really want to start getting Warframe slots unlocked too. So that's where the plat grind is going to come in. After this making of this video, we'll be on day 3. So we get 3 trades a day. Corrupted vaults or the corrupted mods will be the high priority. That's how I made my 50 plat. I basically sold the 2 catalyzing shields for like 22 plat each. It took a little while, but they finally sold. Here we got our ship up. One of the things I do not like about this game is the actual grind of these missions. Like, you have to do this 6 times, you have to go get all this stuff, and I actually didn't have enough Rubido, so this is where that resource booster comes in handy. You can also stand in a relay if you don't want to spend the platinum. A tip is to just stand in the relay and let somebody bless you, and then you can get either like credits or double resource drops or double resource chances, because this takes a lot of resources. Now, I know it has gotten a little bit better since it was first introduced, the Railjack, but I still think they need to work on this. There's a few missions, like I think you have to wait 20 minutes in one of the missions. I still think they could fine tune and tweak some of these missions, but I don't think they'll ever really do anything with Railjack. I think they've kind of put their mark on it, which, in my opinion, it is still a good game mode. Like the fact that you can actually fly around in a ship and build your own ship is kind of cool, but I don't know if we'll actually be doing a lot. I know you need it for the new war, so I'll probably just do tomorrow while I have my double XP. I'll try to, hopefully we get like a double XP weekend, and then I can get my intrinsics a little bit faster. Hire my crew, because I like to use a crew, especially when you're playing solo, because there's a lot of players that don't know how to play Railjack. So my advice, if you're more seasoned, is just to hire a good crew and then just do it yourself. Because if you have people in there that don't know what they're doing, then it could go bad really fast. So we get that taken care of. So we have Railjack done, and we were just cruising. Like I said, you won't really run into any problems with the Spore Lacer and the Broken War, and then you get Mag. Now, if you're using an Excalibur, he might run into a problem until you get the Broken War, because he's a melee weapons Warframe, and then of course Vault. You could just speed right through it and then use the Broken War the same as Mag. I really think Mag out of all three of the starting frames is the best, because she has the ability to pull in, and then you can just use either the Broken War or the Spore Lacer. We get our first little arm gun here, our Void Sling ability. Like I said, I go looking back on it now, I kind of wish I picked Materai, because I think I'm going to run into problems with the Eidolons. But I feel like with Mag, the energy, the ability to keep using that A1 to keep, pulling in your enemies was just too good for me. And I can always get another Warframe to do Materai, but it's either between the energy one or Materai. So I went with the energy. Maybe next playthrough, I'll actually try it with Materai. And then we're back on the grind here, getting the tokens. I'm trying to get the helmet as quickly as I can, because I'm trying to subsube as many Warframes as I can to kind of clear out my space. That's another tip too. You can subsub. I would never subsume primes, just do the basic Warframes. So like when we get Mag, eventually when we are done with her, she'll go into the helmet, regular vault, things like that. You at Rhino, to get his roar. Rhino's roar is probably one of the most used subsumed abilities in all of Warframe. So he'll definitely be put on, like, I think I even have him on my Remnant on my main account just for the extra ability to do damage. So when you're upgrading this thing, just go for the gems. That's what I did there. I went for the gems, and anything you can get for free is always is handy. Saryn here can be very difficult, as you see. She eats through your shields, so you have to be very careful. I died like 3 times to her. I need to upgrade my Mag because she has such low health but high shields, because I had to take vitality off of her to put on like Blind Rage, I think, for the strength, and then a couple of the other mods, Narrow-Minded, I think. But we'll kind of talk about the corrupted mods in the next video, because I feel like that's going to be the video where things really take off between the Platinum and the ability to actually have really good mods and kind of show people how to mod everything out, especially when you start getting like the 60/60 mods and things like that. Here's a vault. I kind of wanted to show new players, this is what you need. You have the dragon keys. We'll kind of talk about this, like I said, in the next video, but I kind of just wanted to show, if you're new, it's on Deimos. It's the capture mission. You come in, even if you don't have the keys, as long as you're not like leeching or you just kind of don't do anything. I always try to look for the vaults as a new player, and then when I have like 1,000,000 keys, then I try to help people make sure they get their mods, because that's free platinum for everyone. And then we wrap it up with the sacrifice with Umbra. Honestly, I really like this quest and this mission. The ability to get a free Warframe, a free weapon, and free mods. I really like this. They haven't done anything since like this, where they just give you a free Warframe. So if you're new to the game and you're struggling, at least play until the sacrifice, because you're going to get a free Warframe. I think somebody had mentioned this. This is like their way to make up for people who don't have the Founders Edition of Excalibur, the Prime version of Excalibur. And the only way you can get him is if you were a founder like 13 years ago. So they kind of creatively found a way to give you Umbra Excalibur. I don't really use him a lot, because I just kind of skip right over him. If I'm using Mag, then I go right into Mag, into Calervo, into like Korra and things like that. So he kind of gets skipped over. But for newer players, I think you should play at least until here. And then having the ability to, like I said, he comes with his own sword, he comes with his own mods, and the ability to actually kind of try out melee in a fun and cool way. So, plus the storyline's really good, and it kind of gets you ready for the new war. So, something to look at. But yeah, I'm really happy with how things are going. I appreciate people subscribing and liking. I kind of keep doing this just as like a little fun hobby and kind of see where it goes. But it's actually one of my favorite games. I have a lot of hours in it, not only on PC, but on console as well. So we'll kind of look at things in episode 3. We'll do like a plat guide. We'll do corrupted mods. We'll do how to mod Rhino, how to do Calervo. I'm actually really excited to get Calervo again because the Calervo grind is really fun. The ability to have such a cool melee-induced Warframe. And melee is my favorite aspect of this game. I'm really not into like the rifles and the shotguns. I will say, like, you know, some of the Kuva weapons are really cool. We will do Kuvas in this as well, because to get MR30 you have to do them anyway. So, but yeah, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up. I want to appreciate everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time.